Mr. Eggplant presents.
Hey guys, Tyler here, and thanks for checking out this video. And in this video, we are going to go over all the pet battles that I do to level up my pets for the world quests. They're super easy to do. I'm going to do all 5 of them. We're going to level up a battle pet together here in the next 15 minutes or so. So the first one here is going to be in Frostfire Ridge. I will be taking on Gargra, and she is going to have all beast pets. So for this first one, I'm going to be using also a lot of the pets that I've already used in my videos, just so you don't have to have all, like 50 pets to be able to do 10 things in the game. So I'm going to be using my Lil Bling, my Darkmoon Zepplin, and then the pet we're going to be leveling is Son of Animus, which is actually my favorite pet in the game. And I also have my Safari Hat on. Safari Hat you get from Pet Battles. You go to Pet Battles here, and it's defeating 40 Master Pet Tamers. It's actually fairly easy to do. It took me forever and a half to do it, though, just because I was missing one guy. So there's like a video or a set of guides on Wowhead to be able to check that out. So we'll go ahead and start here with Gargra, and I will put time stamps to every fight in the description as well. So I'm going to start out with Make It Rain here because, like I said, I got a nice crit there. That makes it so much easier. You don't need the crits, though. But she has all beast pets. So I'm going to use my Make It Rain, and then I'm just going to Inflation until it dies. Pretty easy to do. So it should take it out this next turn. So down goes one. And then the whole point of power leveling your Pokemon is that you want to throw them out there to where they won't die and they won't take damage, and you have to kind of know when that'll be. So he's going to hit us here, and then he's going to dodge the next turn. But I mean, we've used an ability that we can't stop, so he's going to dodge here as the inflation keeps going. So he'll hit us again. Usually kills us there. I've actually had him kill me a little bit earlier, but like I said, it doesn't really matter. And a lot of the times I use like Lil XT for this, or just pets that can clear whole teams. I really like pets like that. So we're going to throw out our Zeppelin here, hit him with a couple of missiles, and then, like I said, we're going to put out, or one, get a nice crit there, perfect. So Wolfgar, his first ability every time is going to be Howl. So I'm going to switch for Son of Animus. He's going to soak the Howl. So here comes the Howl. So he is going to take increased damage by 100%, but it doesn't matter. And then we bring back out our Zeppelin. Another way you can actually do this, I'm actually going to decoy here because he's going to be close to killing us. But I always keep my last pet being the one that can explode itself to kill it if we have to, just because that's also another way to complete these, and you'll see it in another battle here. So actually I'll do it right now. So I'm gonna go blow myself up, take it out, as long as you get it below that 618, and down she goes. So he gets all the experience, which he gets up to level 11. So far so good. And there's 2 pet battles in Draenor and 3 pet battles in Pandaria. And fun fact, just before we cut the video here, I had actually recorded this 2 days ago, and I got all the way through, no problems whatsoever. And then I actually didn't realize I didn't put my pet in the last fight, so I had to redo it. So we are flying down here to Shadowmoon Valley, and we're going to be taking on Ashlei. So I'll cut the video here, and I'll see you in just a second. Alright, so I just landed here in Shadowmoon Valley, and we are continuing on over to Ashlei, which is by far the easiest pet battle, I'm pretty sure, in the game, because one of her pets is literally a stuffed animal. It's the stuffed Elec there. Her name is Doodle. So for this one, we're going to continue to use Lil Bling. I'll put Lil Bling in my second spot, and then we want to use a Drake or a dragon. So let's go ahead and drop down here. I want to make sure and pick one that a lot of people have a chance to get. I usually use Lil Terragosa, but the Thunderscale Whelpling actually works much better that I found in my last video. All you need is Tail Sweep because the magic pet she uses first is faster than you. So we'll go ahead and get started here. Still have our hat on. And Pixie Belle, I kept calling him Pixel Bell in my previous recording. But she's just going to basically last like about 3 turns, and that's about it. So I'm going to do that extra damage, and it's doing more damage because we have the type advantage. So we're just going to tail sweep a couple times. We're going to be maxing out since it is a magic pet, but it doesn't matter, like literally 3-shot. Like it's super easy. Unless she super crits us, it won't really matter. So Doodle is the opportunity for us to bring out Son of Animus. So we'll bring out our battle pet, whichever one that you've chose to power level, and then I'm going to immediately bring out Lil Bling because he's going to go to sleep, and then we are going to bring out, or they're going to bring out Tally, which is a beast pet. So I'm going to make it rain there, and then I'm just going to inflation for the win. Pretty easy to do. So I believe he should be dead next turn, because he's going to do the exact same thing to me, but honestly Tally never stands a chance because we can pop him pretty easy there. So once the dot from Make It Rain hits, that'll be it. And down it goes. And then last but not least is Doodle, and Doodle does nothing. So we just need to kill it slowly. So he's just going to do all his cute as a button, who's the best Elk in the world, and nap time. So it literally does nothing. So I guess I could have brought in my Whelpling. That way it'd probably been about a turn faster, but you can just do whatever you want at this point. So we're going to be going over to Miss a Pandarian now. We're going to Pandaland, and that's where I will meet you over just outside of the shrine for Horde. And we will head over there in just a second, and I'll show you the pets that we need. But we got our Son of Animus leveled again, 6,000 XP, got him to level 16, so we're already halfway there, guys. Well, over halfway there. And I'll see you here in just a second. Alright, and we're just now landing here just outside. Technically, we are still in Kun-li Summit, so you're going to hear Shaw of Anger yell when he dies a lot. But we're going to be taking on the Thundering Pandarian Spirit. And to do this, let's get rid of that. I've got him saved in here, so we're going to obviously still have our Son of Animus. I'm going to use my Darkmoon Zepplin. And then, let's find him. I forget what his name is. There it is. Silkbead Snail. And this couple of battles I didn't actually do myself. I had a friend who no longer unfortunately plays the game, Greg. So I appreciate it very much, and I've continued to use this every time. So I've found this to work pretty well, and we still have the safari hat on. So we'll prepare ourselves for battle. So this guy hits surprisingly hard, but we can dodge everything. So he's going to stun us first here, but since we are at Critter, it doesn't do anything because Critters can't be stunned. We're going to go ahead and use our dive, and then the Spirit is going to hit us with Rupture, but it won't matter. From there, we're going to Acidic Goo, so he takes the little bit of a ticking dot, and then he takes 25% additional damage, and then we're just going to spam Ooze Touch until he dies. Pretty easy for the most part. So you can see there he took his base damage, which was increased, and then he took a little bit more. And we have the type advantage to where, or I should say a defensive type advantage, to where a lot of his abilities are weak against us. So down goes the Spirit, and then we aren't going to dive or anything on Sludgy since he can't really do much. So basically, as long as we can get the Silkbead Snail to put out Acidic Goo, that's all we want. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of times he'll kill you right here. He won't kill us this time. But trust me, he does kill you. They're often, and it's perfectly fine. As long as you get that goo out, that's all that matters. So then we're going to bring out the Zepplin. And I was telling you earlier about... So we're just going to spam Missile on him. I was telling you earlier how some of these fights will be won with destroying yourself, and then your Son of Animus or whatever pet you're leveling is your only one left. And this is going to be one of those. So we took him out, and as long as he doesn't pop his passive, that's the only thing that matters. We don't want that to happen. Alright, so we're going to hit him with a missile first, because he's going to throw out his Stone Skin. And then we're going to hit him with Decoy, because he is going to go underground, so then we're just going to spam him with missiles. So he is going to come up there, we block the first ability, then he's going to rush us, so he takes damage whenever he uses Rush. That is key to this fight. Then he's going to have to wait a turn because he's It's like Hyper Beam in Pokemon, right? So he has to wait a turn. So then we're going to use Explode, because he's going to hit us, kill us. We took damage from it, so that means he's going to take damage. And then we're going to blow up, Explode, he's dead, and who's left to take all the glory? Nothing but Son of Animus. There we go. So that's another 4,000 experience. Pretty easy. Got him to level 20. We're very close already. And that's going to keep talking, guys, as we fly over here. We're going to be doing the one in the Vale of Eternal Blossoms now, which is, I think her name is Akai. So let's go ahead and set up for that. We still have the Son of Animus. Then let's see what we need here. We are going to use one of our Zandalari. I honestly don't remember which one it is. I think it's this one. Yes, it is. So we're going to be using the Zandalari Anklerender. And then the last one we're going to be using is Clockwork Gnome. And Clockwork Gnome is found in Archaeology. And I've actually found they're really expensive because only one character can get one. Like, after you make it the first time, you can't make it again. So there's technically a limited number of them. However, if you go to places like Kil'jaeden, Mal'Ganis, Illidan, a lot of these pets are a lot cheaper. I'm going to pop this rare just for old time's sake. There we go. So we'll fly on up there. Well, okay, I'll loot it. I'm sorry. Here we go. We'll go on up here and take on this pet battle. So we are going to be running with Anklerender, and then we want to make sure it knows all three of these. So Bite, Leap, Black Claw. Black Claw is very important. And then Clockwork Gnome, just build turret and Metal Fist. And it doesn't matter what else. So let's go ahead and start this.
Greetings. Travel safe.
We'll bring out... we're going to bring out our Anklerender, and she's going to bring out Chirrup. So all we're going to do is use Bite. We're going to use Bite twice, and then we are going to use Leap. So we'll do that. And then Anklerender will take out Chirrup, no problem, and then he'll be able to survive long enough to put up Black Claw. And then we're just going to do some damage with our Gnome. So that's going to give us the speed boost and enough to kill Chirrup. And then we're going to be faster than Stormlash, and Stormlash is going to use Call Lightning and kill us, which is also going to increase the amount of damage that mechanical pets do, which is what our Mecha Gnome, or our Clockwork Gnome is. So I got the Black Claw on him, and then we're just going to set up a turret, because he's going to take a lot of damage for every turret shot. So 1, 2, 3. Almost enough to kill him, but not quite. Sometimes if you crit on one of those, you'll kill him, but it's not the end of the world. So we'll pop in there. So he is down. And then last but not least leaves Whiskers. So I'm going to go ahead and use Metal Fist here. He's going to dive down, so it won't matter. I'm going to use the build turret, and this is going to be the longest part of the fight, where all the animations for both turrets have to go off. And we did get a couple of crits there. So we're just going to have to wait, and wait, and wait, and wait some more. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Metal Fist. He'll kill us here, because that move, Surge, is always going to go first. So we'll hit him here. And then the important part of this fight is when the NPC thinks it's going to die this turn, so this next turn, it's going to use Survival. So now I can switch pets. I can use my Son of Animus. So he's going to use that Unkillable. And actually, I could use Son of Animus to win. As long as your pet's like at least a level 10 or 15, you can soak those hits. So I'm just going to do that. You don't have to. You could bring out your Clockwork Gnome again, and I don't think he would kill it. And if worse comes to worse, your turret is going to do enough damage to take out Whiskers. But of course, Son of Animus did there just fine. So got another set of levels, got another almost 4,000 experience. So he's level 22 now.
Oh, hello.
We'll turn that in, and then we're just going to keep talking here as we fly over to, let's see, Vale, or the Valley of the Four Winds, which we're going to go right outside of Half Hill. All these rares are out here anymore. I remember when I was on Illidan, like, people would farm those day and night. It was pretty crazy. So on this one, obviously we're going to have Son of Animus, and then this is where we bring in some of my original pets I've been using in some of my videos. Some of them worked, some of them didn't. But you need a Strider, or Strider's the cheapest way. I know there's some of the more expensive pets that have the same abilities, but I like the Strider better. And then I just have a Water Jet, Cleansing Rain, which Cleansing Rain's important, and then Pump. And then of course the Crab needs to know Whirlpool, and then your pet just needs to be your pet.
Hello.
So this is also that the fight I was telling you about where I screwed up because I did the fight without putting my pet out there like a moron. So my Strider is actually faster than him. If he's not faster, then you just want to use your Cleansing Rain right away. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use Pump first because he's going to put out Sunlight, which is going to do damage to us, but it's also going to start Weather. And we want to get rid of that weather because otherwise he's going to heal for a crazy amount. And aquatic abilities do more damage, 25% to be exact. And we have the type advantage. So we're going to use Water Jet since it was pumped up, so it's doing 10% more damage. On top of the 25% from the Cleansing Rain, and then additionally because he's an elemental. And then we're just going to use Pump, and down he goes. Super easy to do there. So now we're going to bring out Toothbreaker. So let's see, how do we want to play this? We want to go ahead and just use Pump. In fact, you could probably actually just bring out the Crab. Normally I would actually just bring out the Crab, but it's not a big deal. Because he's just going to be faster than us. So we just need to make sure and not use our big ability. So he goes down for 3 turns. So we miss again. And this will throw off our timers just a little bit. But I'm just going to go ahead and use Pump. And all his abilities are on like a 3 turn cooldown, so he's not going to have much to do now. So see, that's his last ability, so now he's not going to be able to do anything for 3 whole turns. But it doesn't matter because we took him out. So this is the spot where I screwed up and I didn't put my pet in. So it's easiest to do is to put it in right here. So I'll go ahead and do that. So he's going to put his little goo on me where I take more damage, and then I'm immediately going to leave. I have the type advantage here, so technically I would just fight him and win. But for the sake of the video, just because you guys will probably not be using a mechanical pet, I will do it normally. So from here, he's going to be faster than us, so I'm going to go ahead and use my Whirlpool, soak the burrow hit, and now we're just going to use Snap, because he's going to hit us here, and that's going to heal. He hasn't taken any damage, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to use Snap, 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 and then he'll get hit with the Whirlpool. So now he's doing more damage. So this next turn he should burrow again, if I remember right. He didn't, so I actually could have... Actually, I wouldn't have. I would not have been able to use Snap to beat him there. So now he's going to go under. I was a turn off, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and use Whirlpool, because why not? Nothing else going on. And then he's going to pop up. We're going to hit him with Snap. And then this next turn, whatever he does, it doesn't matter. So he's going to heal up, but Snap's going to beat him. If Snap doesn't, Whirlpool will. So got him all the way through here. And got him to level 24. Now, it is frustrating because they almost always pop out at level 24. And they're about, 2/3 the way through. So you could actually use one of the pet battle tokens. So you get them out of some of these bags. Which, let's see if I get any out of any of these.
That item is still recharging.
Didn't get any out of those, but you can easily get these in the garrison. So let me go take you guys back here really fast. You can actually get 10 of these free levels to any pet from doing 5 of the pet battles in Draenor every week. Super easy to get those. You get those from the pet menagerie in the garrison. In fact, that's the reason I do 5 of them. So she's right over there that gives them out. I've got a bunch of them in my bank here, though, really fast. Come here, buddy. It's in this one. I know these are really messed up in here right now. Make sure I don't have any mechanical ones, which I don't. So I'm going to go ahead and use just the standard level to any battle pet. And let's bring out our Son of Animus here real quick. Let's summon this little guy. And then wherever I put the thing. There we go. And he's level 25. So if you want to do it the old-fashioned way and just power level, this is super easy to do. I only use about 5 or 6 pets, and most of those pets that you saw in this video were actually ones I used in a lot of my how to defeat some of the Nazjatar and Mechagon pet battles. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you stuck around for the entire time. Consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, and thank you guys so much. I got over 1,300 subscribers this last week, and that's like a dream come true. I never thought I'd get 100, let alone 1,300. So thank you guys so much, and I will be giving away some of my pets. I have given away a bunch of Lil Blings already, and I think I have a couple of Cinder Pups. They're relatively easy to get, but I have a bunch of Cinder Pups to give out. And then I have, let's see, there was one other pet really quick here that I wanted to get rid of, which was, like, I've got a couple of Giggling Flames. If you guys like those from the expeditions, please leave me a comment below and I will hand those out. You just need to add me as a real ID friend. And then I can give out a couple of Hydrith droplets. And we can give out some Infernal Pyre Claws and some Ironbound Proto Whelps as well. Those come out of Ulduar. So thank you guys for watching, and until my next live stream or video, I'll see you later. Thanks for watching, guys.